This is what Disney really do behind closed doors. This is an episode of South Park. I can't show the footage because it gets blocked worldwide. You have to, it's called Purity Rings, the episode, the one with Mickey Mouse. You have to wear the purity rings because that's how we can sell sex to little girls. Haha. See, if we make the posters with little girls reaching for your junk, then you have to wear purity rings or else Disney company looks bad. The purity rings are basically the paedophile rings, because we know about the industry that they have these rings, the paedophile rings. That's what they are, because a lot of them, like even someone in the industry, Corey Phelps, spoke out about the paedophiles, because that's who control. That's why you see young stars, basically the young stars, so it was the Illuminati's agenda. This is why Disney was created, because if you didn't know, Walt Disney was a 33-degree Freemason. He was a Freemason. That's why he did what he did, because he basically was a paedophile. That's why he created Disney, because the Illuminati used Disney to brainwash little kids. And as we know, many films like The Lion King, it's actually, where it looks like a lion, it's actually a picture of a woman's backside. Wasn't hidden. This is the agenda of the Illuminati. This is why if you have kids, you should keep them away from the Disney industry, because it's full of perverts, and every single movie is just perverted. And this is basically what Mickey Mouse in the episode of Purity Rings, South Park, he says, JB say they've avenged God by using an innocent Christian symbol, purity rings. Bear in mind there are no innocent Christian symbols. So basically the Mickey Mouse in this episode is insulting God. Not really a surprise there, is it? Because we all know the industry likes to. And the thing with South Park as well, they put truth in plain sight. They've done it with 9/11. They've done it with everything. Predictive programming, that's what cartoons are used for. Predictive programming. So the agenda, they go after kids. See, because of the mature, this is why they don't have to they go out after the mature, because the mature are not easily to fool. That's why they go after the kids, because they will sync this up and think nothing of it. They'll think it's just cool. And this is what else he says. Always a subverse hidden meaning behind them for profit. Replies, hilarious, true. You think God is in control here? I am in control. Basically, this is what the Illuminati believe, that they are in control of everything. God controls the world. The Illuminati will control what is on it. They just control the industry and all that, because Satan's behind it all. Because they basically promote that Lucifer is God. It's the agenda of the occult, because that's what Luciferians believe, that God is the devil. I am in control. I've been in control since the 50s, as we know. This was obviously when Disney was created, and it was part of the agenda. Disney was programmed and created, as we know, with a lot of films. Snow White, predictive programming, The Serpent, basically the snake in the apple in the Garden of Eden, Monsters Inc. There's so many films that promote occult symbolism. This is why I said if you had kids, keep them away from this stuff, because it's agenda and it's just going to destroy. This is why the youth is the way they are, because they've been programmed by this sick agenda. And as well, homophobic stuff. You three faggots are going on stage, and you three faggots aren't going to stop me. No one is ruining this event. I've worked too long and too hard to have anybody this up. Where would you be without me, Jonas Brothers? Your music sucks, and you know it. It's because you make little girls, and this is very, very perverted, and it's sick. Even if this is a joke, it's disgusting. Talking about little girls' private parts, it shows a second. South Park admits what the industry does. A lot of them in Disney are pedophiles, and we know that. Same with Pizzagate, that was pedophiles. A lot of them are. The Pope, a lot of the popes have been pedophiles. They've been caught in the act. That's how they make Christianity look bad, because people think Catholic is the same as Christianity. It isn't. But this is the agenda. Johnny's tickle, and when little girls' Johnny's tickle, I make money, and that's because little girls are stupid, and the purity rings make it okay to do whatever I want. Pedophile rings, that's what they are, pedophile rings. Puts it in plain sight. A lot of the celebrities wear them, because a lot of them, as we know with that film where it basically comes out about what their cult do in their sex party rituals, this is what they do. That's why, and a lot of them, because they perform sexual stuff on children, and it's disgusting. Rings make it okay to do whatever I want. Even the Christians are too. Again, insulting Christians. This is what they do, and we know as well that South Park promotes the gay agenda, promotes, as we know, the episode where it's called Goo Bags or something. It's got a pile of men having sex with one another, which is an abomination. This is what this cartoon promotes. Calling Christians stupid is not a surprise. To figure out I'm selling sex to their daughters, that's exactly what they do. Every single Disney movie has got a sexual symbolism behind it. Lion King, look at the front of the cover in detail, look back from a distance, and you'll clearly see that it's a woman in her underwear. It's not put that they put it in plain sight. They weren't hiding it. Same with a lot of films. Donald Duck and all that. Says ask about the Illuminati. A lot of them. Monsters Inc. promotes the all-seeing-eye. I've made billions of Christians' ignorance for decades. And do you know why? Because Christians are retarded. Insulting Christians again, once again. They believe in a talking dead guy. Blasphemy against God. This is what they like to do, the industry. Make fun of Christians. It's always been they persecuted us Christians for thousands of years. They've done it for years. They persecuted Jesus. That's why they mock Jesus in the industry. Because they serve Lucifer. The whole industry serves Lucifer. Everyone that is a part of Hollywood has sold the soul. The brainwashed Christians don't even flinch even when Mickey Mouse turns into the Godzilla-like evil Baphomet. The host makes a comment about him returning to Valhalla to re-feed that Disney really is. It doesn't bother them. Yeah, this is the reality. Because society is brainwashed that much, they don't, even when the truth's put right in front of them, they don't care. They couldn't care less. A lot of, as I said, I've told a lot of people about the industry, and they're like, I don't care. They know that it goes on, but they're just not interested. But as I said, there's going to come a time when it isn't going to matter whether you care or not, because you won't be able to ignore it. Because once the devil takes over the whole world and the beast kingdom is set up, you cannot ignore it anymore. Whether you believe in the devil or not, you will see the devil. It doesn't bother them. That's it. Girls, no more Disney TV for a while. And then of course you got Kanye West in the background. Anyway, briefly going through the plot, Kenny has a girlfriend who loves the Jonas Brothers. Note some of the above symbolic posters. You've got Kanye West, which is a sellout, says that he's a victim of the Illuminati, and we all know that Kanye West has just been lying because he's been saying that he's a god from day one. He's been mocking God and blaspheming God since day one. It's got probably the mental stuff that's happening to him now. It's probably God punishing him, because you can't go around mocking God and thinking you're going to get away with it. But as we see the symbolism in the background, gay agenda and all that, the one eye, and you get Kanye West. No, Phantom of Menace, Farlands, both featured in HSM episode. Kanye West, Britney, Celine Dion, they're all sellouts. Kanye West, Britney and Celine Dion is a sellout. And of course they promote sexualization. Basically a kid buying a condom. This is very, very inappropriate and isn't funny. This is supposed to be a kid's cartoon and they're promoting a penis. This is what the industry is really about. He expects the JB's concert to have the right effect, putting her in the right sexually suggestive state, so he can get a, I'm not going to say that word, which word them, her previous boyfriend did it. I noted the JB deal in my original. Randomly, it may have been an authentic censorship thing or something, but the word was replaced with the bonus Jonas, which I edited. He buys a box of condoms. Note Snakehead, which is Lucifer. The snake is referred to Lucifer. that don't even work. He dies of, in the end, I'm sure Rebel will have a few things, and he dies basically of a sexually transmitted disease at the end, as we see. Straight up gross and disgusting. This is inappropriate. As you see the inappropriateness of this. And then you got the gay agenda, Mr. Slade, which is gay. And of course they promote all this because Kenny's girlfriend is invited backstage to meet Jonas Brothers, and they think they've suggested supposed to give them, again, sexualization. Say they won't, but when they enter the Disney programming has the desired effect, and they automatically ready themselves, but they do not and are told to wear purity rings and give them to their friends, which Kenny is about, and himself is turned into a grey atomy watching zombie. JB Jonas Brothers complain that they are being used and get traumatized by Mickey Mouse. It's just symbolic of the corporation. It's mentality and the horrors. It's persecuted programming these young kids and using them on the world's young kids. Anyway, well, this is what they do. And as Mickey exits, programming is symbolized. There is a tone of it in the show with the Cart Man Robot episode and many others more, with their posters glass breaking. As you see, more sexualization. Notice how it's white foam and they've got it near the privates. This is what Disney do as well. They admit it. Disney Corp makes Jonas Brothers remember most all of their performers are innocent slaves, spray their teenage fans with white foam with the Good Morning America anchor saying suggestive things like, "You like taking the Jonas Brothers hot foam in your face, girls." See what the sexualization they put in cartoons to program into kids. That's why I said if you had kids, do not watch this. Don't let them watch this because it's disgusting. It's all sexualization, and it admits what Disney does. Disney is run by pedophiles, and this is open. This is what South Park does. It openly admits. It admitted to 9/11. It admitted to ISIS. It basically puts the truth in plain sight, and people just think it's a joke. Same as Family Guy. Family Guy's used as the same. Then the boys show up to complain about the purity rings. Cartman tries to expose the truth. This whole thing is a friction sham. I see what you are doing now. You are trying to sell sex to young girls and then confuse them by he is knocked out by a poison dart. Exactly, this is what the Illuminati would do. If you speak out about it, you're killed. So the people that lie and say they're against the industry are not. If you're really against the industry and you speak out, they will kill you, because that's a Freemason oath. You can't be a part of the Illuminati and not be a Freemason. If you're a part of the Illuminati, you are a part of Freemasonry because they're connected. And the Freemason oath, they take, if you speak out against the industry, they have the right to kill you. That's why most celebrities are killed, because if you speak out against the industry, they'll kill you. And they make it look like they've died naturally. They're not, they're killed. Because notice how, like I said with that, like that girl that died right after the Star Wars film was made, then her mother died. They were both killed as a sacrifice. That's what they do. They just they'll never sacrifice someone like Drake or Rihanna, because they're a they're making a big influence in brainwashing people. The people that are not doing any basically brainwashing are killed as a sacrifice. Because as we know, if you're not the elite, you're not part of the elite bloodline, you have to have somebody killed to join. That's why Kanye West killed his own mother. He is knocked out by a poison dart fixed by Mickey Mouse. One girl in a purple dress with a butterfly on it tries to stop them. Jonas Brothers. They wake up at the main 3D concert. No, the JB symbol in a pink crowned heart with Mickey Mouse ears. Now what did the industry and most of the sellouts of the Illuminati? It was a trend going around wearing Mickey Mouse ears, because that's the reality and the truth. The industry is run by a lot of pedophiles. That's who is in control. There's a lot of them in the industry, because they perform sexual rituals on children. They kidnap kids, as we know, and they do whatever. That's why you see a kid going missing every single day, and nobody knows why, because the media basically hide it. The curtain is raised and the truth of Disney is revealed to the little kids. MM is the man behind the curtain, and as the rant says correctly, Disney has been in charge for the past 50 years or so. Exactly. They've been doing it for over 50 years, probably longer. Well, this is what is programmed. As we know, this is why JFK was killed, because he spoke out against, was going to tell people about the industry, and they killed him. Anyone that speaks out against the system or the pedophiles in the industry is killed. As we see, there's more symbolism in this South Park. See how it looks like the old seeing eye, and you see the pyramids in the background. It's not a coincidence. There's a lot of symbolism through this. As you see, a cult. This is basically the Satanist cult, as you see. In season 13, in the midst of several nods to pyramid symbolism, a hidden all-seeing eye pyramid seems to have been inserted into the makeup of a sign for C-word. What a surprise. In an episode called Mysterion Rises, season 14, the character Kenny plays the role of Mysterion, who has the task to save the world from Cartman. Depicting as wearing dark, Cartman joins forces with a satanic beast that is summoned by a cult, who is depicting as wearing dark robes. As we know, Cthulhu, basically the Cthulhu, obviously they're not going to come out and open and say it's referring to Lucifer, because it would be a bit obvious, wouldn't it? This is how they program people. Dark robes. Some say that the Freemasons were used as inspiration from the cult members in this particular episode. The cult meets in a basement decorated with posters depicting an inverted pentagram and another with a graphic of the Eye of Horus, a symbol often associated with the Illuminati. As we see, the goat, what does the goat simulate? The Baphomet, Lucifer. And this is really what goes on behind closed doors. They meet up with these black, as that film that basically admitted what goes on in the industry. They perform sex parties. This is what they wear, robes. It was based, even the Simpsons admitted it, the Stonecutters, it's the Freemasons. As you see, in the background of the above image, you see that the cult is speaking with a goat head hanging on the wall, which is meant as a reference to Baphomet, who is often seen as a representative of Satan and the occult. The rest of the room is decorated with other symbols of the occult and secret societies. Winged demon figures are positioned on shelves on the back wall of the basement. A plague is seen on the wall that resembles a goat coat of arms, depicting two swords crossing over what appears to be a skull. This symbol creates a reference to the skull and bones imagery associated with an infamous secret society that has its origins at Yale University. As we see, what is that there? The Illuminati pyramid in the All-Seeing Eye. Below is an image from a different episode that shows characters of South Park shopping at a Whole Foods store, which includes dialogue that on a push to buy items that are organic. Hanging from the ceiling is a pyramid with a single eye, which is a reference to the all-seeing eye, or Eye of Horus. But as I said, with the Illuminati symbolism that you see in South Park, it's no surprise. The costume for the superhuman-like character flying through the air in yet another episode of South Park incorporates single eye, all-seeing eye symbol across the chest. In another scene, the superhero watches a multitude of monitors where the single eye symbolism appears again throughout the episode. The single eye symbolism appears throughout decorating the walls of a library and as part of carpet decoration that two characters stand upon. As you see, the all-seeing eye there. As you see, it's no surprise this is what is programmed in cartoons in the industry. They admit that it goes on because it's predictive programming.